Hey team, revisiting another old project here, and this was a cool set of steps that we did for our friends over at Sandbrook Builders out of Calgary. And this is triple black onyx. So this is the darkest concrete integral color that you can get. It's 24 kilograms per meter. And so we're pouring about 3 or 4 meters here, and it's going to be exposed aggregate finish. So the way we do exposed aggregate is we pre-spray the forms with a vertical retarder made by Fabrichem, and then it has to dry before you pour up against them, and then the concrete activates that retarder. So now we're working our way through, we've poured it, we've run the bull float across, and now we're putting in our control joints here with our Cadillac laser beam. And right now is the tricky part. So before I float that bottom of that riser in, I'm going to wipe off any of the bleed water that came down, because you pour it fairly dry to keep the aggregate near the top, but it usually bleeds. And so the bleed water has that vertical retarder in, and it's very strong. So if you work it into the surface, it could wash a lot deeper there potentially, because you're rubbing that deep stuff in. Now we're still going to spray a horizontal retarder on the whole surface, and then we put plastic down so we can wash it the next day. But that vertical retarder is different stuff. So here you can see we're doing the horizontal application, and this is basically a sugar water, guys. Some guys do use sugar or Coca-Cola or brown sugar, but we use the proper mixture of just the spec chemicals that you can buy from the concrete store. So I always wanted to use that, and I always wanted to be consistent. I didn't want there to be any difference in sugars or mixing. So that's how we do it. And it was fairly chilly, so we put our poly on, we put gravel on so it didn't blow off, and then we also put those insulated tarps on. Camera guy, oh man, what's going on? You got mud on the camera. Good thing I seen that. Wiped it off halfway through the video. Otherwise, bam, smacked that camera, man. So anyway, so we're washing our way down the steps, and as you can see, the next day, those stairs, any vertical surface is good for like 24 hours, man, 30 hours. You're still washing it. It's fine. A lot of guys don't do it this way, and they find it hard to believe because they think that you have to strip the forms, apply the retarder, and work that direction. But nope. That's not how we do it, and it's just all about control and a little bit of care, right? So making sure you wipe the cream out from those risers, that's a big one. And then now we're putting on our high gloss cure and seal. It's a 30% solvent-based acrylic sealer. We've got our shark grip in there. Boys crushed it on the prep job. Everything looks solid, and it does look like old asphalt, but with all the benefits of concrete. Thanks for watching, team.